If you think now that some of your stuff is cringy, or you think it's like gross, or you think it's not good enough, it took me almost a whole year to truly revisit the love that I put into my old projects that I completely tried to dismiss. Definitely warmer tone. Okay, let's see. I don't even know if I really need this. Okay. It died on me. I love doing these little yap sessions, no shade. I'm probably gonna have to make another video about this, like an actual video recording. But one thing that I realized is, at least for me, it takes time to realize, like, in your craft you are once you look back at what you've created. This is gonna be a yap sesh of me just talking. Oh my god, I'm oily. I just came back from a video shoot. The girl did her makeup and things like that, but it's been a very long time, so I'm looking a little oily. But yeah, so I just played this voice recording that I literally just recorded when I was outside walking Princess. She's over there in the corner. I wanted to touch on the subject of me feeling so inspired and me feeling so, I don't even know the word, like, not only inspired, but I feel so, I gotta find a word. I gotta find like a good word. Like, what's a good word of like what I'm feeling? I gotta ask ChatGPT. What's a good word to describe me feeling very joyful and inspired and like almost completed when I look back at something that I created from the past and realize how good it actually was? Fulfilled is a good word. Fulfilled. After that sense of joy, inspiration, and completeness when you see how good something you've created truly is. It's a beautiful feeling. Thank you. Fulfilled. The word is fulfilled. Okay. So back to where I was getting at. So I recently realized how inspiring and fulfilling it feels to be able to look back at a piece of your work from the past and almost reappreciate it again. Like, guys. I'm getting so excited. I'm getting so excited. I've had these moments recently, and it's mainly when I'm looking back at videos or if I'm looking back at my music. So it all started with tonight, like after the video shoot and everything, I was actually riding in the car and I've been listening to my own music lately. A lot of it is not released out to the public. A lot of it is not out. It's kind of just for my ears and the close friends around me to listen to. I do have music that is out, but a lot of the stuff that's not out, I listen to it again and again and again and again, and I love it. I was going down like a lot of my songs, and I was like, what are some songs that I haven't listened to in a while? And I clicked on this one song named Yiliyanka that I recorded back in like 2023 or something like that. I was just saying a few months ago how like I hated that song. I couldn't stand the song. The song was annoying. It was like annoying to my ears. It just was like, mm-mm. I also had this thing where back in like 2023, when I was making music, I was making music to like appease to the masses and what was popular and what was popping, and I wasn't really putting too much intention into it. My writing was good, but like, I wasn't really being like intentional with what I was saying or like how I wanted to personally feel. I was just going with what I was hearing on the radio and what was popular. So all the music that I kind of made back then, I'm kind of already kind of like side-eyeing, like, chill, like, I'm not there no more. That's not my type of music. You know what I mean? I kind of growed from that. I've kind of had that relationship with my music from back then. And I kind of always felt that way. So it was this one song, like I said, named Yiliyanka. And I just kind of felt like the chorus was so annoying. Like in the beginning, I loved it. But after a while, I was just like, ugh, I can't stand the song. So I hadn't listened to it in a while. And I just so happened to be like, let me go listen to all my old songs. And I listened to it. And y'all, why is the song so good? Guys, I couldn't believe how, once again, fulfilled I felt about the song. And it was like, wow, like this is actually good. Like it wasn't annoying at all. I've realized I've had that moment of realization a few times in the past few months where I go back to look at my old videos on YouTube or my old songs and I'm like, wow, like look at me, like look at what I created. And it's something that I'm just like, I get so amazed at. But what I'm most amazed about is the fact that I stayed consistent. And I'm most amazed that I actually have my own personal catalog of my own personal artwork and personal creative pieces and personal videos and personal songs that I'm even able to see how much I've grown or just how much I've developed. It's so amazing to see. It's so amazing to see. So I guess if I'm gonna keep on yapping, this is also like a word of encouragement for anybody who's like, if you're too afraid to put some stuff out, if you're too afraid to put your music out, your songs out, you know, your videos out, your content out, whatever it is, if you are scared to put something out, just do it. Honestly, just do it. Like, no matter how you feel about it, because I'm telling you, future you is going to be thankful. Future you is going to feel fulfilled. Future you is going to look back at all those pieces of artwork and be like, oh, just like I have been. Oh my God. It's so amazing to relive everything. I just also did that with some of my YouTube videos like some months ago, like the ending of 2024. I just something just was like, go watch all your old videos. I haven't watched my old videos. I hadn't watched my old videos for a while before I did that. And something just told me to go back and watch them. And when I tell you, it was nothing but just pure joy that came over my body and just filled up in my spirit while I was rewatching myself from videos from like 2022 and 2023. Literally just me picking up a camera, filming myself, filming my family, filming me going out to eat sushi, filming me getting dressed. I didn't know how those little tiny moments, and I put all of those tiny moments in videos, how much, when I look back later down the line, how much I am so happy that I did that. So happy that I kept up with it. So happy that I just published it and I put it out. And it's a cycle of realization that I find myself going through again and again and again because I keep putting out and I keep putting out new stuff. And I can only imagine if I right now feel like that about my stuff from a year ago. I can only imagine how a year later from now, how I'm going to feel about the stuff that I'm putting out now. You know what I'm saying? Is Princess okay? You okay, Mama? I guess. Where was I at? Princess started to distract me. I don't know, it's a beautiful feeling that I felt tonight. And it's very close to the same feeling that I felt a few months ago when I rewatched all my YouTube videos, my old YouTube videos. It's a beautiful feeling. It is a beautiful feeling to feel. Going back to the song, I didn't realize how hard that song was. I didn't realize how much I really pushed my pen back when I made Yili Younger. And now it just gave me a whole nother burst of like inspiration and energy to say like, oh my God, I gotta push this song even more. No matter if people like it, if they don't like it, if they find it amazing or if they find it annoying, I don't really give a fuck. It gives you some renewed inspiration, especially with a person like me who typically, specifically with my music, I love my music and I'll put it out, but I'll never really like push it too much. I don't like to annoy people with trying to push it in their face. But now I'm kind of like, why not? I'm not going to force my music on nobody. But I'm also like, I need to put some of the pedal to the metal and start building off of this momentum that I'm feeling and building off of the things that I didn't do in the past that I could have done and even doing it now. Once again, I don't want this video to be too long, but once again, I really want anybody out there who, one, I feel like if you've been a person who puts out consistently and you've put out for some years, I need you to go back and revisit your art. I need you to go back and revisit your creative creations. I need you to go back and revisit that and really sit with what you've created. And especially if it's things that you've put a lot of time, effort, and love, especially love into, go back and revisit those, because I promise you, and I hope you feel exactly like I do, just completely inspired and fulfilled. But if you're a person who is also struggling with posting or struggling with putting out any type of content or just showcasing yourself, this is just your confirmation to do it. Just do it. Just do it. I'm telling you, future you is going to thank you so much. Going to thank you so much for putting out all that content and staying consistent. Even if consistency for you is every day, every week, every month, no matter what it is. If you just put it out and you put love into it and you keep on putting love into your stuff, one, you can't go wrong. And then you can't go wrong either once you really look back at it. And if you think now that some of your stuff is cringy, or you think it's like gross, or you think it's not good enough, or you think that it's just or you don't really mess with it, or you're just like, this is something that I just, whatever, just wait. Just wait, because I'm not gonna lie, it took me almost a whole year to truly revisit the love that I put into my old projects that I completely tried to dismiss and tried to downplay and tried to degrade. Now I'm like, I will never do that again. And even if I do, at least I know that the outcome some months or a year later would just be me falling right back in love with it. So, and I'm so thankful that I listened to that song. Oh, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing. So yeah, that's really all. That's the end of my yap sesh, to be honest. I don't really have much more to say. Everything else that I wanted to say, or everything else that I did say, is in here. But I think I reiterated what I was saying pretty well. Let me listen back. And it's crazy because my friends told me that. People have told me that, and they just told me like, hey, like, what's some other music that you can listen to? And I thought about it, and I was like, oh, Yulianka, let me hear it. And when I tell you that I fuck with Yulianka so much, and it's crazy because my friends told me that. People have told me that, oh, it's so good. And I'm like, I don't hear what I hear. I do hear what they hear. I do. And I hear what people hear now. When people tell you that your work is good, and if they truly mean it, and they tell you that your work is good, or that it's fire, or that they really love it, and that they really listen to it, or they really watch it, or they always are going back to that same video, going back to that same song, going back to whatever you created, and they tell you that it's good, and you don't believe it, in due time, you'll believe it. Either try your hardest to believe it in that present moment, but if not in that present moment, in due time, you will believe it. Because just like I said here, I told myself I didn't hear it. I hear it. If you made it this far, thanks to hearing me yap. Okay? Love you guys. Bye.